Okay, welcome to our online class today. Today we're going to be using the foam roller. So this is our sort of extra big, this is a Garuda foam roller. So it's slightly thicker and longer than the ones that most people will probably have at home, but that's okay. What's important is that obviously when we're lying on it, that you can have your head and your sacrum both supported by the roller. So it would be preferable to have something that's at certainly that length. If you've only got the shorter rollers, you may find this class quite challenging, but all of this work can also be carried out on the mat. So when we're lying on the roller, if you feel uncomfortable, you can do that lying on the mat. And sometimes even just having a folded mat underneath the spine could be an option. Just see how you get on. But other than that, I'm going to be using this roller throughout the whole of the session. So we're going to start by having the roller on the ground lengthways, and we're going to start by just standing with our feet hugging around the roller. So you might feel your ankle bones just lightly pushing against the roller. And from here, just feel a sense of connection up and through your inner thighs and up and into your sit bones. So this is our divine line or our center line. And when we're standing, we kind of want to feel that lifting, like the skin from your ankle bones lifting up the inside of your leggings. Now we just stand nice and tall in our bodies and just take a moment to observe yourself. So things we're thinking about are tension levels, alignment, and we don't necessarily need to change any of these things. I want you to just become familiar to how your body's feeling. So are you gripping with your knees or your thighs or your buttocks? How do your hands, your jaw and your shoulders feel? Just checking in with yourself. Being aware of the roller between the feet, between the ankles. And just be aware of the space between your legs, between your thighs. Bring the breath into the body. So sometimes nice just to have one hand on the tummy, the other hand on the chest. And just bring your focus inwards. Feel how the belly rises and then softens, expanding on the in and softening on the out. Hands come to the side, and I want you to just roll your chin to the chest. If you feel tension, bend the knees, and we're just going to let the chin come forward. Find the space behind the neck and roll your spine down. When you roll your spine forward, just place your hands upon your roller. And then from here, I want you to feel like you're pushing down into your hands, you're straightening your legs and rounding up and into your bra strap. I want you then to rock your heels back. You're going to bend the knees and you're going to lift your head and your chest, your sternum forwards. Try not to break too much in the neck. Think about this coming more from your sternum coming forward, your shoulders going back. And you can almost feel like you're gently pulling on your roller to achieve that. And then we come back onto the heels, we push into the hands and we forwards onto the toes, round into your back. We go back into the heels, bend the knees, lift your heart and breathe in. Breathing out, push onto the hands, roll forwards onto your toes and round into your back. Really lifting up through your center, gazing to the navel, rocking back and your heart and your gaze come forward and rocking forward, push and round up into the back. Breathing in, rocking back and lifting. Breathe in and forward, push and breathe out. Just stay here. Bend your right knee and turn and lean into your left rib. And then straighten that right knee. Bend your left knee and turn, lean into your right and push. Bend the right knee, open into your left rib and straighten the right knee. Bend the left knee and open into your right rib and straighten. This time, you're going to bend your right knee. Your left arm is going to reach forward. You're going to turn. Now notice how the arm turns as it reaches back. Looking at the hand, circle the arm back, straightening the right leg, center. Then the left knee, your right arm, reaching forward, comes up. You're really standing on that left arm, reaching round, down past your pelvis and onto the roller. Repeat. Breathing, reaching forward, circle the arm round, lovely, and then come back to center. The right side, so the right arm comes forward, the left knee bends, and I really stand out of my left arm, circling round and center. Good. Round into your back. And then we're going to come down and we're going to sit with each thigh either side of our rollers. So again, you can have a cushion, a bolster, anything else that might be comfortable for you here. But this is really about searching and feeling for those sit bones underneath the pelvis. And I want you to take hold of the roller a little bit with your inner thigh. And you're just going to start to roll your pelvis side to side. So you get a sense of rolling. So one side of your pelvis lengthening and the other side is shortening. So the pelvis is moving side and side. If it's uncomfortable on the pelvic floor, then obviously we can do this with a cushion or something there. Breathe. Think about the alignment of the ribs above the pelvis, the softness of your shoulders. Just rocking side to side. Then come back to the middle and we're going to rotate the pelvis forward. We're going to rotate the pelvis back. Rotate forward and notice how the ribs come forward, the gaze. And then we rock back into the back of the body. Breathing into the front of the body. Breathing out into the back of the body. Breathing in and forward. Breathing out. On again. In, just stay relaxed in the shoulders. Just moving through the spine into our flexion with the pelvis rotating back, the ribs rotating back, and then rotating forwards, and the ribs rotating forwards. Lovely. And then can you find the middle point where you're centered? You can feel the sit bones. You can align your body. Then we're going to go circles. So we're going to move around the edges of the pelvic outlet. So from pubic bone to sit bone to tailbone, to sit bone to pubic bone. And just allow the spine to respond to the movement of the pelvis. Allow the ribs to respond to the movement of the spine. Breathe. One more time. And we're going to go in the other direction. So we circle the other way, moving the pelvis. You can almost, again, imagine that pelvis like a bowl of water. And we're just splooshing, trying to get the water to spin around the edges of the bowl. Yeah, trying to circle it round. Breathe. And then coming to the center. Good. So here we're going to take the arms down and you're going to reach your arms forward, just as far as you're comfortable. Now, if you haven't got a long roller, this might be a little bit more challenging. So just really all we need, we're going to be on our hands. So you might come off the end of your roller. As long as you're supporting yourself with your hands, you should be fine. We're going to bring the body forward. So as I come forward, I'm then going to lay my body on top of the roller and just stretch the legs out. A little yawn through the legs, and I'm going to lift my chest up. So I've tucked my toes. You can have your toes flat, really whatever works for you. And then we're going to put the knees down. We're going to go back into child's pose. And then roll yourself up to seated. So we're coming into extension. Roll the spine down. And then reach your arms forward. You're going to snake your body forwards onto your roller. And then just yawn out through the legs and up into extension. Really good. So then I want you to come back down and just fold. And then I'm going to get you to roll your body from one side to the other. You can see how my leg kind of rolls with it. So I'm just rolling into one side, rolling into the other side. So when I roll to the right, I turn, my left knee bends, and I'm just turning to look down my left side. Then I come center. I roll to the left, my right knee bends, and I look down my right side. Coming center, and then to the side. Rolling into the sides of your body. One more time each side, rolling and center, and rolling and center. From here, lift up, sit back towards your heels or your roller and roll yourself up. Take your hands behind you and then just lift your pelvis forward. Pull the skin of the pubic bone up towards your navel, open the chest, and just think about your pelvis going forward. It's not so much a back bend, but more of a front of the hips and open the front of the shoulders. Then bring the hips back down and come to center. So I'm going to get you to spin your rollers round, and we're going to just find a seated position before we do our side bend. So again, we can just start this rocking that we started with, just to move the pelvis, which in turn moves the spine, moves the ribs, and just let that head respond. Yep, so keeping us nice and fluid. Breathe. And then we're going to go to the side. I'm going to then take my left hand. So if I move to the right, I'm then going to put my left hand towards the floor and I'm going to lean. And then I come center, I move and I lean. So my right inner thigh is almost kind of pulling in as I side bend. And then center. And then as I go, my left inner thigh is pulling towards my center line, and I side bend. And then release. Left, right knee pulls in, leaning to the left. And center. Left knee pulls in, or in a thigh. Yeah, I'm pulling it in. And center. 2 more times. The breath out to really lean into the side of your body. And center. And again, lean into the side of your body. We're going to add in. So from here, we lean. And don't worry if you're not getting too much rotation here to the side. And then you're going to feed the arm under. You're then going to come back to the side and then come up. We go the other way. We inhale. And then we exhale. And then we inhale and come back. We go side and rotate. And side and up. Last one. And side. Remember, if you're getting any feedback from your body, just make sure that you feel comfortable with where the new spaces that you might be exploring. Yeah, there's no rush to push through. There's no rush to kind of increase or make it feel even if one side is a little less. Yeah, space there. There's less space or less movement. So I'm going to spin round this way. We're just going to go through a few little stretches. And again, all relative to how you feel. We're going to take the left leg forward and just have it along the inside of your roller, against the roller as best as you can. And then you're going to fold your body forward over the leg. So just reaching over the roller, reaching over the leg. And we want to try and think about that sit bone moving back, and I'll move flexing at my hip. And then, yeah, why not just let the body fold forward? And then we're going to come up and you're going to bend that knee. And we're just holding it, the roller between our inner thigh and our leg. And we're going to rotate towards the bent knee first. Again, try not to kind of lift up in the shoulders. Just a nice gentle rotation, keeping this knee forward. And then you're going to rotate the other way. We can put this elbow onto the knee, onto the outside of the roller, and move around that side. Then we come back to center. And the foot that's here, just see how it feels if you put it on the roller with the knee out to the side. And then just bring your body forwards over that leg. Now, don't worry if you're not moving forward. If you find that the knee is not happy here, then just stay with the leg in parallel. Okay, I don't want to cause any kind of upset to the knee at all, but just coming forward if that's available. And breathe. And then we come up again. We're going to place the leg out straight in front and then stretch over the leg again. And then roll up. And let's do that to the other side. Bring that knee under and the other leg in front. Leg is long, and then you're going to reach forward. Hamstring stretch. Good. Again, I don't mind if you're kind of rounding through the spine too much, but I do want that sit bone back. And just almost, you can almost even just rock side to side a little bit here. Good. And then come up, bending the right knee, and then hand on the knee and on the back of the roller, if you're there, and rotate around. Then come back center, the right elbow on the inside of the knee, and rotate round. Then come back center, placing the right foot, ankle or lower leg on the roller. And then you can have your hands either side of your body on the floor and then come forward. And again, this is quite nice to just get a little rocking side to side on the roller. It can help just to kind of negotiate the release of the tissues in and around that right hip, side to side. Then we come up, we place that right leg in front, and then stretch forward. One last time. Good. And then we come up and we bend the knee, and we're going to come to a lying position now. So we've done a little bit of prep for the joints. We're going to put the bottom at one end and the head at the other, just to make sure the head is supported as well as the sacrum. So yeah, again, most rollers will be long enough for this to be the case. But if you're not able to do that, then you can do all of this just on the mat. So we start with the bottom and the head supported. And we're just going to familiarize ourselves with the feel of the roller underneath us. It's a little bit unstable, but we're going to open the arms out. And just breathe. Breathe into the body. Feel the expansion across your chest, the length through your neck. And just allow your body to settle. Feeling that expansion across the chest, across your collarbone. And just allow, again, all that area just to soften. You don't need to resist. And then just move your hands above your head and hold your right wrist with your left hand. And you're going to pull your wrist with your left hand, and you're going to lean into your right rib. So it's a little bit of almost like a side bend. And then come center. Hold on to your left wrist, and you're going to pull the wrist and center. And again, pull, reach, and center. And as you pull the wrist, lean your ribs to the side and really open up the space under the armpit. And center. One more each side. Breathing in and open into the side ribs. And soften. And reach and open into the side ribs. And soften. Can you bring your hands above you now? So the palms and the fingers are pointing upwards. You're going to reach your right arm, shoulder blade move, and then down. Then the left arm, shoulder blade reaches, and down. Lift, open, and down. And open, and down. And reach. And soften, and reach, and soften, and reach, and soften, and reach, and soften. Place both hands onto your shoulders, lift your elbows, and circle around. And again, up, open, and around. Up, open, just as big as you can, and really enjoy that kind of nourishing feeling in the shoulders. Opening up. Breathe as you move and change direction. We're going to take it round, back and forward. Round, back and forward. Round. Again, one more time. Up, round, and forward. So let's just have the arms extended out in front, just reaching the fingertips to the ceiling. Just organize your body so you can feel your sacrum, your bra, and the base of the skull against the roller. And be aware of the spaces in your lower back, the space at the neck. And I want you to kind of feel this sort of important things here, that you feel your feet, and that when you press with your feet, you almost feel the back ribs, you come closer with those back ribs, a gentle lift the skin of the pubic bone, the wrapping of your armpit. So it's like the shoulder blades are just coming round and hugging the back of the rib cage. The jaw sits relaxed, the forehead parallel to the ceiling. And we're going to just float one foot up off the floor and place it down. And then the other side up and place it down. Lifting your right foot, float and down. The left foot just floating up. So when the knee comes up, we want to maintain pelvic alignment, so we're not flattening the back. Bringing that leg up and down and up and down. So this time we float the knee up. You're then going to see if you can straighten the leg again without flattening into your back. Bend the knee and then pop the leg down. Lifting up the left and extend that leg up. Bend the knee in and pop it down. We're going to lift. We're going to lengthen. And then we're going to circle. 1, 2, 3, and change direction. And 4. If this is too much here, you can bend the knee and you can circle with the knee bend. Yeah, it just makes it a little less sort of intense for hamstrings and more likely to maintain that pelvic alignment. Whoops, and then place that foot down. Let's do the other side. So the leg comes up and then you lengthen it. Now you can keep the leg long or you can bend the knee and you're going to circle. You're moving from your hip. And we're maintaining the position of your pelvis. Change direction. Circle, circle, 2 more. Doesn't have to be a big circle. And then we bend the knee and pop the foot down. Bring your right knee up. And then here, I want you to open your left arm and your right thigh out to the side. Then bring it in. Then stretch the leg forward and take the arm back and up. Repeat. Right knee, left arm, opening to the side. Bring them back in. Then reach the leg forward and the arm back. Bring it in. Open and close and extend and back and open and close and extend, and one more time. Thigh and leg open and arm open and close and then reach and back. Well done. Pop the foot down. All of that on the other side. So the left leg comes up, and then left knee, right arm, open. Then we bring them back to our center. Then they reach away, forward and back, and center. And then we open. Woo. Oops. And we close. And we reach and center. And we open and we close and we reach and in. When you open your left knee, I don't want to see your right knee just opening out as well. Yeah, try and stand on the foot, keep the knee pointing up to the ceiling. And then reach away. And in. And last one, open and in and reach away. Good. Bring the knee, the foot down and link your fingers and let's pop the hands behind the head. Elbows in your peripheral vision, that's your start point. We're going to inhale and wrap your arms around the side of your head. And then you're just going to round your spine up. You're going to pause there and breathe in. Breathe out. Deepen. And then roll your head down and open. So we'll do that again. Wrap the elbows. Curl forward. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out, go deeper into your curl, and then lay the head down and open. Keep the hands in your peripheral vision or elbows in your peripheral vision, and you're going to curl your body up. You're then going to roll it down. You're going to curl your body forward, and then roll it down. When you curl this time, you're going to bring your right eye in to meet the chest and then come down. The other side, we curl and we bring that knee in. And then we place it down. Breathing, breathing in. Breathing, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing, breathing in. We're going to add in again. So we breathe out and then going to stretch the leg away, then pull the knee in and place the foot down. Curl up, stretch away, bring it in and down and out and reach and in and down and curl and reach and in and again and curl and reach and curl and down and curl and reach and curl. Adding in. So we're going to curl and then we reach. With the leg out there, I want you to bring it into the midline. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the knee in and then pop the head down. Other side. curling up, and the left knee comes in. I'm going to reach the left leg away and then bring that left thigh across to my right side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then pull it in and the head and shoulders down. Great job. Okay, let's just come off the roller briefly from this position. I've got a bit of a elbow bashing. I can't roll on my right side. And then we're going to bring the rollers around so that it's now across your middle back, okay? So, Helen, we probably won't use the weights today. I just think that's long enough on our backs for now. If I get time, I'll whip back to it, but looking at the time now, we're moving on. So let's take it into the roller behind. Yeah, so we'll do the roller behind the back. So we're going to start, again, this isn't an exact science, but where you don't want it too low, where it's kind of on your floating ribs, but you want it more in that midsection. And you can start with your hands here, so the elbows just sitting on. And that's, of course, unless you feel like you need to support for your head. So from here, I'm going to arch, I'm going to turn my arms up, and I'm going to arch my body back. And then I'm going to roll my body forward, push into my feet, and look down to the navel. And then I open, pull, and extend. And then I push the left forward. And open the heart, pull on the feet, extend. Push with the feet and forward. 2 more. Breathing in to open. Breathing out, forward. Breathing in and open and back. Take both your hands now and just link your hands behind your head. And we're going to arch back. And then we're going to roll forward. Once we've rolled forward, you lift your pelvis up. You're going to push to roll down the back. You're going to pull to move up. Then you arch and bring your pelvis down. You push and curl. Scoop up the pelvis and then roll down your back. Pull on the feet forward and then arch and place your pelvis down. Push and curl into your back. Scoop the pelvis up and push along the back. Pull the roller back in, arch and open. Then from here, you're going to come across the body. And then you're going to arch back. You go across the body. And then you arch back. You go across the body on that diagonal and back. And then diagonal and back. 2 more times. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Lovely. So let's go into a side bend. So I'm going to reach my right elbow to the back and I'm going to send my right leg out. When I'm there, I'm going to reach my right arm and really find that side bend. Then I come back, center. Elbow goes back on the left. I then stretch that left leg out. Then reach my left arm, just reaching through that side. Then come back and repeat. So leg arm, the elbow, then reach with the arm, and then come back. The elbow and the leg, and then reach with the arm, and back. One more each side. Leg with the elbow, opening your side body, reach, and then come back. One more time. The arm, the ribs, the leg, and reach, and back to the side. Let's bring our hands so that they're holding our elbows now. And we're going to do a rotate, a side. So yeah, let's rotate. I don't know which best way for you guys to see it. So if I come this way, I rotate. So I'm going to turn to face you guys. Then I'm going to go into a side bend. The arms go back. Then I extend, and then I go back into a side bend, then a rotation, and then back to flexion. Again, rotation, side bend, back. So we're just moving through all of those kind of different planes of motion. Yeah, we've got some rotation, we've got some flexion, extension, and side bend. One more time. Breathe, move your ribs. Yeah, guided and round, supported, and change direction. Elbows are pushing out against the hand, so we're maintaining a really nice frame. And if you need your head to be supported, then please make sure you give yourself that option. And coming round. And again. And arching all the way back into a side bend, into a rotation, and then into flexion. We go side and open back, round and nourishing the spine. One more time. Up, round and opening. And all the way back round and center. Good. So we're going to take we do it on the side. So have the roller underneath your floating ribs. We did this a couple of weeks ago with the bolster. It's a really nice way to get rotation. It is a little bit more kind of like, firm on the side of your body with the roller. So if you would prefer to have something softer, then that's fine. This roller has a slightly bigger diameter than most rollers, so you might find that it's actually not too bad. So work with what you've got. This elbow underneath your shoulder, we don't want to be collapsing here. Remember, the shoulder blade is sitting into the back rib, supporting the rib cage to help us to keep this shoulder nice and happy. The other hand is going to be behind the head. Both your knees are pointing forward, stacked with knees bent. We're going to roll your rib cage forward. And as you roll forward, just go where you feel you can. Bring in your body round. And then you're going to lift. And you're going to open. Bring in the arm back. And then we come forward. And we roll towards the front of the roller. And then we roll to the back, keeping those knees together, rotate. And then coming forward to the front of the roller. Moving back, opening. And then forward and round. We're going up and open. And then forward. There. Beautiful. Okay, we can do the other side. I'm going to move my roller to the other end of the mat so that I'm still pointing forward. So I've got my back to you, but obviously you can go. In fact, I might not be able to do this. I've just realized because I fell over and hit my elbow. So yeah, I may just have to talk you through this side. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So onto the elbow. I can do the same side again, maybe, or I can do it like that. It's just on my bottom part of on my lower arm. So I'm here, okay, like this. So hand behind the head, knees together, hips forward, and you're going to roll your body forward. And then you're going to rotate back, opening. And this can also be done on the floor, guys. So if you're really not comfortable with the way that the roller is kind of touching the ribs, particularly if you do have a lot of tension in that area, then you may find it a starting point is just to be on the mat and get that rotational movement of the spine forward and back. The breath in to open and breath forward. One more time. Inhale, opening. And exhale, forward. There. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to get you back onto the roller. And we're just going to do a little bit. If you do happen to have some weights, then you can please grab those. You're going to have one in each hand. I'm just going to grab mine now. So they don't have to be heavy because it's not about building strength, although you may feel that it is the case because depending what other activities you do, they might feel quite strong. But it's more about challenging our balance, our proprioception. So again, we're going to sit with our bottom at the end of the roller, and then you're going to roll down. So we've got our head supported with a can of beans in each arm, if that's all you've got available, or just anything that may add a little bit more of a challenge. So with the arms just above the chest, first thing we're going to do is just open them out. And then bring the arms back in. And just feel what that feels like for you on the roller. So we want to try and stay nice and centered. The arms will open as far as your range allows without causing any discomfort in the shoulder. And then I want you to just keep the arms above, and you're just going to take your right arm out and bring it in. And again, remember the feet need to feel really grounded. That's your point of stability, the only thing you have that's on something solid. So keep bringing your attention to the feet and then change arms. Letting the arm go as far as you're comfortable to be. Good. Again, pushing into the feet. We're not fixing, we're just responding to that change of position. Yeah, that weight and that arm is going to pull me to that side, and I want to see if I can kind of avoid falling off the roller. They're not very high, so you shouldn't hurt yourself. Good. So now we're going to open both arms out. And this time, keep the left arm out and just bring the right arm in and up. Good. We're not having the left arm resting on the floor. One more time. And then the right arm opens and the left arm comes in and out. And then bring both hands back up. Hold the weights together, send them back behind your head. And then you're going to lift the arms. And as you lift, you're going to curl your body forward and just reach between the thighs, curling. Then roll back. And then just watch that we don't let the back arch here. Keep the ribs down, skin of the pubic bone drawing back. As I come up this time, I'm going to go across to the outside of my right thigh. Then I'm going to go back again with control. And then I lift the arm and I go across to the outside of my left thigh. And inhale back. And exhale side. And inhale back. And side. I missed out the middle last time, so we're going to go to the middle again now. Breathing out. Breathing in. To the right side, across. And center. To the left side, across. And back. To the center. And back. To the right side, curl. And back. To the left side, curl. And center. Exhale. And down. Let's do it one more round. To the right side. And breathe in. No arching of the back. Exhale and center. And the middle. And center. So this time, I'm going to bring the hands over the chest. Just bring the hands apart. I want you to take them back and then circle them round, palms down, and then up. Circle the arms back, reach round, and then to the side and up. So we go back. As the arms come round, pick up your head and your right knee. Place it down. Center. Arms go back. Circle. Left knee in. Head comes up. And then down. Arms back. Circle, curl in and across. And woo! I went too quick. Open and in and down. And now change direction. So the hands come down, the knee and head come up. You then circle the arms round and back. Arms up, curl the knee in and round, back, and the knee comes down. And in, knee up as the arms come down, head up. Circle the arms around, place the foot down and the arms up. Again, curl up, knee comes in, circle the arms round, head goes down. One more time. Curling up and open and the head down. Curling up, open and the head down. Reaching those arms up. Well done. Taking your right foot off the floor. Standing on that left leg. Open both arms out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Then just the left arm. And then just the right arm. Whoa. And then change legs. Left foot up and both arms open. Keeping the ribs down, the neck long. Standing on that right foot. Then the right arm. Save the best till last, left arm. Whoa. And two. Well done. Pop the feet down. Place your weights down. And then just come off your rollers. We're going to spin the roller round. And then you're just going to have the roller up underneath your sacrum. Have your feet a little bit wider than the hip. And we're going to just move side to side. Let the knees just roll side to side. And then back center. Bring the feet off the mat and let the knees come into your body. And just allow the lower back to fold, to open, to decompress. You can hold your hands on the roller if you feel like it's going to disappear. Take in some nice deep breaths. Wonderful. And push the roller out from underneath you. And then if you have time whilst you're at home in the comfort of your own home, just rest your legs over your roller and just give yourself a few moments in stillness. Well done, everybody.